when the challenges come, there is this, that your focus is completely lost. Like you have a desire for something, you switch your mind to it and you go and you just want to get it. And then you start feeling miserable. And it's not nice, but it's at the same time what the ego wants, like, you know, it's like misery. And then you realize that you feel miserable because you forgot about this connection. So you can realize actually that you gave up on this connection and you need to refocus again. Well, I was in the world and I was constantly looking for something, and it was even scary. You know, you go around and you look for something. You don't even know what for, so you try to kind of get something out of it in the world. So I was searching, and I think mostly it was the being close with somebody, being close to somebody. And I thought that this is what people are supposed to give me. So I was going and I was looking for them. And it was never working out, actually. And with Guruji now in my life, like I keep looking, my mind keep looking, but it's just a habit. I can discriminate a bit this now, because the thing I was looking for inside of myself, it's filled. Like there is nothing to look for anymore, because he is the one who gives me the connection. He is the one who gives me the company, the being close to somebody kind of feeling. And it gives so much strength. I come from a family of devotees. Well, my father has been devotee for 15 years. My mother was not so into it in the beginning, but she was initiated, I think it was 2 weeks ago actually. So there has been a lot of transformation in my family happening around Guruji. His faces on the pictures were in the kitchen, and we were coming to Germany, to SPN, to ashram for celebrations. I didn't really know how to invite my friends over, because my home looked like a Hindu temple. Not really a temple, but you could see that something is different. My father has been exercising yoga since he was young. And so the mindset, the thing that we did not eat meat, the thing that my parents did not eat eggs, there was like you could see that something is different. And the only thing that was on my mind was, oh my God, he can see my thoughts. Like that's scary, because my thoughts are not pure at all. So I was just in my mind trying to think nicely without being able. And then I was just trying to hide myself because I was scared. And my father was getting more and more involved and more into it, more and more devoted, you could really see that. And my mom was a bit far away from that, but with the spiritual path, my father's approach to the relationship changed. That they are not maybe so much of a romantic couple, but really true friends that share life together. Now it's very peaceful and very beautiful, but at that point it was not so much. For 4 years I went to dance conservatory, so I actually get more far away from my parents at that point. I was very curious, and I liked electronic music, so we started going for techno events, and we were going to, I don't know, openings of galleries, and, you know, just being social with people. Kind of what you think that you would do in university. I still can see when I look back that there was something which was holding me a bit away. Like I was so scared of drugs. I didn't drink much because my parents never drank, but I was smoking. And I thought that there was something bad with me, actually. You know, I was trying to push myself a bit to get involved in these things, because why would I be scared? Like it's supposed to be fun. I have no clue. Maybe it was just the education of my parents, you know, that you live in an environment of abstinence, who don't accept smokers at all. In the beginning, I thought of it as Guruji is somebody controlling. So I think in the beginning, this was the obstacle, more than the outer things, like that you need to come 10 hours to Germany, or that you need to put a sari on, which takes, even now, it takes a lot of time, and it's not good at all. So I think the acceptance came not so fast, but when it came, it was really like boom. My father asked me when I was 20, which is 2 years ago, he asked me if I want to do Atmakriya meditation course. I had no clue what it was, and I was like, okay, it's a meditation, I need to do it every day. It's a good motivation for me to do something at least. I started practicing this meditation every day. Nothing was happening, and I continued with what I lived. Work behind the bar, parties, smoking, sometimes drinking, being out with my friends, just doing regular things. And it took about 3 months. The environment I was in, I started being sick of. Like, I went to work, I started having migraine. I went to a party, I got to be in anxiety. And I had no clue what was happening. Also, I started feeling much more in my body, much more the energy that we carry in the body. I started observing more what was around. And the world that I choose to live in at that point stopped making sense. I stopped going to parties, which was hurtful because I like to dance. But there was no point, because you cannot really dance when everybody and everything around you is just full of the energy that you don't want to be in. And I needed to leave my work at the end, because it was not working at all for me. I spoke about this with my father. He was like, there is actually Guruji that has been there since you were small, and he is the one that gave us Atmakriya. Maybe you could go and see him. Maybe there is some connection in between. And it was a big realization for me, and I cried for some time at the time, because something clicking, starting in my mind, it started making sense. All of that was happening before. And then I came for summer sangha, where all of the youngsters go to ashram to spend some time. And within months I was initiated devotee, because it was, my longing at that moment was so big that it was even overwhelming. At the time I started having dreams, and in one of them Guruji came. He came as if he was my best friend. It was two of us standing somewhere, nothing happening, just chilling out. And that's it. That's my dream. And that's one of the biggest that I remember. It was amazing. You know how little he made himself for me to have this feeling of best friends? Because I was avoiding this connection, this really deep connection, because I was feeling guilty for some of my habits. And he showed me that it doesn't really matter, you will give up your habits when it's time, but the most important is the connection that we already have. And it helped a lot for me to understand that I can let go. It's amazing, I'm 22 years old, and I get to be here wearing a sari and looking forward to go to prayers. I don't really want to leave so much. I cannot imagine that if he did not come, that Guruji would just let me be for some more time in this world outside. I cannot imagine, because now I feel so much joy. He gave me some realizations that my mind got quieter and my heart got stronger. I guess I'm not so much worried now also about the world around, and that it will take me inside again as I was. I was worried for some time, but I can see how Guruji makes me stronger. And I'm also grateful that he puts challenges, because he does. Because when he does that, he makes me stronger.